And I believe we're live. Hey Jack, how's it going?
Yo, yeah, it's going good, mate. It's good.
Cool. I'm just going to do a quick sound check before we say anything that's entertaining and whimsical that doesn't actually get recorded. So if someone from the Twitch stream can just say you can hear us okay, that would be awesome. Let us know that the volumes are too loud or something. But I think we're good. Awesome. Anyway, so I'm just going to kick off, I think.
Okay. Go for it.
Hey, audio's good. I think my brother's watching it, maybe. Looks like his handle. Anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. So this is the 5th race of the L'atelier Bitcoin Rally Championship. For those who are new, I'm just going to introduce what we're doing here, what the championship is. So L'atelier kindly gave us half a Bitcoin to do a fun Bitcoin rally tournament. So 12 players have already qualified, and they have been doing a race each week. There are 6 races in total, and the racer with the most points at the end wins the championship. So this is the 5th race out of 6, and yeah, that's what it is. So how it kind of works is we have our co-host here, Jack, who I'm going to just introduce a little bit in a second, but yeah, we basically we speak to Jack. We have a fun kind of giveaway, like a question game, which we do with the Twitch chat, which I'll explain in a little bit, and then we actually do the main race. And after the race, I'm going to do some fun races, which is kind of a Bitcoin rally race that anybody can join. Anyway, so without further ado, I'm just going to introduce our guest, which is Jack Everitt from Thunder Games.
Yo, all right, how's it going, everyone? Good to be on the Mintgox Twitch again.
Yeah, Jack's a regular for people who've been watching now and then. But for people who don't know you, Jack, do you just want to introduce yourself? Like, who are you? Like, what are you working on, etc.?
Yeah, so I'm Jack Everitt, and I am working on Thunder Games, which is a mobile games indie studio, and we're making mobile games where you can win Bitcoin every day just by playing the game. So we have a daily tournament, which is based on a raffle concept where you collect tickets throughout the game. The more tickets you get, the more chance you've got of winning the daily prizes. And then we have a weekend tournament which rotates between all of our games, which is like a skill-based one. We've got one running at the moment, which is for Turbo 84, where you have to drive a car down a track and as fast as you possibly can, and the winners are the ones who can drive the car the fastest without crashing.
So these are all like kind of, I would say, casual mobile games that are a really good way to earn some sats. But I also think they're pretty cool to, like, if you want to introduce your friend into Bitcoin, this is a great way to do it, right?
Yeah, they're super simple, and if you just want to get someone involved in Bitcoin and give them a fun way to learn how to use it, you can just give them sort of one of my games. They're easy to learn, and then when they win their Bitcoin, they can just sort of go through the cash out process and learn how to download a wallet. And I mean, they just have to download a wallet. There's nothing really to learn, and then they can cash out their Bitcoin just with the click of a button, and it will just transfer their prizes into their wallet. So it's a really good way to learn and introduce your friends.
Also, like, do you ever get messages from, like, because I had a similar game, and I do actually have a similar game still, but I got lots of messages from parents saying, like, oh, this is awesome, I've got my kids learning about Bitcoin now because I made them play this game on their phone instead of something else. Yeah,
I was actually, because I've got the Bitcoin 2021 conference, I was just making some like information sheets to put on I've got a little table there that someone's going to put some stuff on for me. And I was making an information sheet, and I was looking for all the quotes on Twitter, what people have said about Thunder Games, and thought I'll put some of those on. And one of them said, educating kids via cool gaming apps is an excellent way to get young people interacting with Bitcoin. And that was Princey SOV from the Once Bitten podcast said that. So yeah, he's really into child education. Like, he teaches homeschools his children, and
really?
Yeah, so, and he loved it. He thought it was a really good idea. Yeah, no, he teaches them everything. He thinks the system isn't very good, which it's not. So I'm sure he's doing it. I've met his kids because on his podcast, his kids introduced the podcast, the Bitcoin podcast. Really cool. So and he gets the kids to ask the first few questions. They're smart kids, so he's doing a good job.
What podcast is this? Do you want to give him
Once Bitten.
Once Bitten. Okay, check that out. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's good. He has a lot of good guests on there.
Okay.
He's British as well, so I like to support the Brits.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, that's awesome to hear. Just for people who're watching, I've actually just made the actual race that the racers are going to join. So this race is only for people who've qualified, but it takes people kind of a long time to join because people they need to restart their computer or something goes wrong. So I've just kind of got this open. So people who have qualified, make sure to join now. And once I'm happy that everyone has joined, we'll start the race. But whilst we're waiting, we're not going to just stare at this blank screen. We're actually going to do some fun little questions that will let you kind of earn some sats directly through Twitch. So basically, how it works is we have a question here which has just appeared. Don't answer it yet, but I'm just going to explain how it works, and I'll let you know when you can answer it. But the question is, what is Jack's favorite game? A, Super Mario Kart SNES, so that's the Super Nintendo. B, Super Mario Kart Switch, that's the Nintendo's latest thing. Or C, Super Mario Kart Nintendo 64. So what you'll have to do is in the Twitch chat, you'll have to write MTX, gamertag, and the answer. So for example, MTX, Mandelduck, which is my gamertag, and I think the answer is like A or B or C. So if you don't know what a gamertag is something you get if you download Zebedee Wallet. So you need to download this wallet. I'm going to write it in the chat for you at zbd.gg. You can download that wallet and it'll ask you to choose a username, and that username is your gamertag. And the gamertag is just like a really easy way to send sats to people, because instead of sending it to a lightning invoice, you can send it to somebody's basically their avatar name. As you can see in the bottom left corner, this is Jack's gamertag. So tip Jack. So that actually is a QR code version of his gamertag. So if you want to tip Jack, which, well, I recommend that you do, show him some love by sending sats over there. Anyway, let's get on with this question. So I'm going to actually start up my little Twitch bot, which will mean it'll start accepting answers. So you just need to write MTX, your gamertag, and A, B, or C. So let me see. Oh, 1 second, folks.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Sloppy of McFloppy, and Pazay, and Hamidras, and Toryman, and Raphael. Good to see you.
Are they from your games as well?
Yeah. I see that they often pop in the Thunder Games Twitch. I've seen them in the Bitcoin Magazine Twitch as well.
Yeah, awesome.
Hardcore Bitcoin gamers, they are.
Bitcoin gaming OGs.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, I've started the Twitch bot, so you can now vote. So what is Jack's favorite game? Super Mario Kart, SNES, Switch, or Nintendo 64? Okay.
It's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, two of them are crap compared to one of them.
We've got C, C, and B so far. So Nintendo 64, Switch. You haven't played Switch. The Switch one is good. Well, they got two on Switch, I think, but pretty much the same. Like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I think it's called. Actually,
well, I can't comment.
Give it away.
I can't comment. Yeah, I can't say anything about any of these.
Cool. I'm just going to take a look to see who's actually joined the game. So we've got 7 out of 12. I think 2 people actually dropped out due to hardware issues, but one person didn't join, and I started the game. And he was like, "No, I was about to join," so he missed out. But we'll give them a bit more time to join. Anyway. We got a bunch of these questions to do. I'm looking very short today on my stream. I need to put my chair up. Okay, I'll give you guys 10 more seconds and then I'll stop voting. Writing answers. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And the answer is, Jack?
That's the A, Super Mario Kart SNES.
The answer is A, and the only winner was Hamidras. So, yeah. So
nice one, Hamidras.
Yeah, so everybody got it wrong. It's interesting. So, yeah, I think it's a bit weird because I would think that the SNES is the rubbish one because it's not even 3D. It's not even real 3D, is it?
No. It's the best one because it doesn't have any weird like it's pure racing. I felt like all the ones that came after, even if you were really good, they sort of slowed you down. I felt like there was some kind of thing that slowed you down, and so everyone could catch up.
You want to play? You want to play Gran Turismo? Well, that's such a good point, because with Bitcoin Rally, I started to make it as a Mario Kart game with the idea that it kind of, it evens people out and gives them advantages based on their position. But because that's the whole point of Mario Kart, it's meant to be like a friendly game. Like the family can play, and if someone's really good in the family, it's not fun for everybody else, so it kind of makes everyone the same. But when you add Bitcoin to it, one of the interesting things I've seen is people don't want that. They don't like the randomness. They want it to be completely professional and no power-ups and that kind of stuff.
That's why I like Bitcoin Rally as well, because it reminds me of the original SNES version of Mario Kart, where it's just like, if you're not as good as someone, you're just never going to catch them up. You just got to get better at it.
Well, you won't like this version then, because we did make an update, which kind of makes it a bit more even. So like second place now has a bigger advantage than first place, which basically means that we get second and first kind of doing a dance until the end. But yeah, but Bitcoin Rally,
I think you could just do like better weapons. So if you're in first, you're a sitting duck, aren't you? And that's how the positions change,
Yeah.
This person's second.
Well, that's what I've done actually. No, it doesn't make you faster. It just gives you better power-ups. But first doesn't get any good power-ups.
Oh, that's good. Sounds
but it
good.
does make you faster because it gives you more faster power-ups. So, but Bitcoin Rally does have a mode actually where you can disable the power-ups, like most of the power-ups, and like disable the randomness for people who want to play professionally. But the kind of sponsors didn't want us to do that for this one. They wanted to make it like more fun in Mario Kart. So
okay.
well, maybe we'll do a more professional one later. Sure. Okay. Anyway, let's do another one while we're still waiting. I think everybody who's going to be here is going to be here, but I'm just going to wait a while because last week I got burnt starting too soon, and someone was like, "Oh, it's about to join." So let's do another one. What question do we have? Okay. There we go. So don't vote yet. I'll let you know when you can vote. But when did Jack first get into Bitcoin? A, 2010, B, 2013, and C, 2014. So now you can vote. A, B, or C. Okay, we got Pazzi says C, B.
Tricky one.
No one ever is going to think it's A. I'll have to get like somebody like Adam Back on the show. I know Adam Back is actually coming up. Well, maybe Blockstream are coming on the podcast.
Cool.
Adam Back should be, but he doesn't have a computer capable of playing Bitcoin Rally. Like Peter Todd didn't either. Like Peter Todd, like a really obscure version of Linux with no graphics or something.
Weird.
Well, the programmers aren't they? So
how can you even like watch a video like on something? So you need decent computers to watch videos, don't you?
Don't know. Yeah. Well, I guess Chrome, YouTube is okay, but it's probably because Bitcoin Rally is not the most optimized game either.
Yeah.
We need to do a lot of optimization on it. Okay, what we got a C, C, B. No one said A. Okay. I'll give you 10 more seconds, folks. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, we got another player who joined, so good thing I waited. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna stop the voting. And what's the answer, Jack?
2013.
Okay. Well, the winners are De Zeus, Kajas, and Le Wit, which I think is French for the wit. Yeah, okay, so do you want to tell us the story behind that? Oh, sorry, before you start, I just want to point out, at the moment, the Bitcoin won't be sent automatically. I have to send it out manually, but in an update, I'm going to make an update where as soon as the answers are done, it'll just like send it to your gamer tags. But I'll have to do this tomorrow, folks. Anyway, Jack, so what was the story behind for you getting into Bitcoin?
So I did actually download Bitcoin like in 2011-ish. I don't know, I could just remember downloading it then, but I didn't actually do anything because it just was very big. The blockchain was 8 gigabytes ish, and I was like, oh, it's too much space. I'm not going to download this. And then I think 2013, it must have peaked or something. It peaked to like £100 or something like that in the UK. So I, bought some just to see what it was all about and experimented with it back then. So there wasn't like I was just a pleb who just was attracted to the speculation. I didn't really understand anything about money.
How did you hear about it? Like, was it from like a newsletter or
probably just like on BBC website or something? In 2013, it was probably the BBC website. And then the first time I heard about it, I think it was like an article on an obscure tech site or something. I mean, I can't even remember. See, the thing is, when I first heard about it and did the thing, I downloaded it, I didn't think I didn't bother really remembering what was going on because I didn't think it was a big thing. I probably did loads of shit that
sure.
year. I don't remember. It's only because I had to like try and think back, and I could just remember that I had downloaded it and the blockchain was 8 gigabytes, so I deleted it in 2011 or 20 something like that. And then 2013, yeah, I think that must have been it must have been on the BBC or something, because it must have gone to $100, £100, and everyone was talking about it.
Yeah, sure, £100. It went down to like £50, and Bitcoin had died. Similar thing to today.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, awesome. Anyway, we're actually just going to kick off the race, and we can continue the chat, Jack, while it happens. So we're actually doing 15 laps of Klondike, which is a track which we had a long time ago on Bitcoin Rally, but I got rid of it and I brought it back. However, a lot of players contacted me saying they don't like the latest update of it because it's too small. The track is kind of too narrow. So keep that in mind if some players are a bit frustrated. I will have to say, if for any reason my computer crashes or my internet cuts off, the disclaimer is that we'll just take the positions of everybody when the internet cuts off as their final positions. Because sometimes, my wife puts the kettle and the microwave on at the same time and she turns the whole power off in the house. So I was going to say that. Should get a uninterrupted power supply, really, but it won't power my massive gaming PC. I need like 3 of them. Cool. His hammer just scared that the power will go off. Anyway, let's get started. So I think everyone is going to be here. Let me just check my messages, make sure no players trying to get in. He's in, okay. Awesome, let's kick off.
So can I ask a question?
Go for it.
So you're doing, this is all leading up to the final Bitcoin 2021, this event now?
It is, yes.
And it's like a league, almost like Formula 1, where each race you get points.
Yes.
And so has everyone turned up for this race?
No.
Oh no, guys.
Well, 2 people kind of dropped out. So one person dropped out because they qualified, but the computer just wasn't really good enough. So they tried to do it, but they just couldn't really do it, so they just had to drop out. And another person just dropped out again because their computer wasn't good enough. And I think another person dropped out because they weren't very good.
It's crazy because there's so much money on the line.
I know, yeah.
It's almost worth buying a new computer if you think you're good enough.
Yeah, well, technically, if you're going to be last, then you're going to be last whatever. So you don't even have to race it. They'll still get the last. Actually, there is a prize for last place.
What's the prizes then? First, second, and third, or just first, or?
Oh no, it's like it's distributed now. So I think first gets like 0.25 Bitcoin, and I can't remember the exact, but I think it's the top 10 to get a reward. Only the bottom. So everybody now will get some Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, hopefully we've got more of these coming. Well, actually, for Bitcoin 2021, we have a whole Bitcoin to give away over the 2 days. So that's going to be challenging, a lot of Bitcoin to give away. So we're going to have lots of little events and stuff that people can play. Yeah. And hopefully now Bitcoin has dropped a little bit, we might get more chance of getting Bitcoin, a whole Bitcoin for prizes, etc.
Yeah. Well, if you've got any Bitcoin left over, I'm happy to help oblige giving it away.
I guess we have to kind of get rid of the Bitcoin name, I suppose, and make it all about sats because.
Oh yeah.
Because 1 million sats isn't that much now, but in 10 years, 1 million sats. I remember when we gave away 1 million sats in a competition.
Yeah.
Insane. But let's see who's first. So Japan is first, and Tokop U11 is second. So look at the current leaderboard. The mouse has disappeared. current leaderboard shows Total P101 is currently winning on the championship, and Depatan is second. However, Depatan was currently leading just last race. He had a bit of bad luck towards the end, and I think he didn't finish that high, so it put him down a bit. But he still managed to keep second.
But I still can't get over someone's going to win 0.2 by Bitcoin. It's so crazy.
Well, yeah,
it's the best kept secret in the whole world.
A lot of that was to do that we didn't get Bitcoin from the sponsor. We actually got like euros, and we converted that into Bitcoin at a good time when Bitcoin was a bit lower. So that's why we got so much Bitcoin in it.
Right. So, amazing.
But now
it's appreciated.
So, yeah.
I haven't played this track before.
Yeah, it was an old one, by the way, but it's still got a bit of work to do, so I think it's a bit too...
What do you mean it's an old one? I've never seen it.
Really? It's like in the first... Or maybe you haven't seen it, but... It's
I only like the simple one that's got the normal racetrack on it. Yeah. Trying to master that one.
Everitt Speedway. That's my favourite, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of good and simple, but this is a bit more Mario Kart. Like, kind of
there's lots to crash into on this one, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the thing. You get crashed into, and then like the camera goes behind walls, and you can't see where your car is. So
yeah.
I need to kind of fix it up a bit.
There's a sort of camera library you can do that I don't know how it works.
Collision and stuff. You can do it. Yeah, I know that. Well, I think I'm using that library. Unity has some virtual camera, but I'm going to go into dev talk here in a minute.
Yeah.
A lot of it is, to be honest, this kind of race, this whole season was actually sprung on us quite a bit early, so I had to kind of, like Bitcoin Rally I've been making in production, so I had to quickly get like 6 tracks ready for each week kind of thing, so I kind of rushed some of the tracks a little bit, to be honest, so there's a lot of polish, but that's start-off life, I guess, It would be nice just to, have 2 years to build something and then release it, but we've been kind of releasing it bit by bit every month.
Yeah, that's good. Everyone likes to see the progress as well, don't they?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good way to kind of earn sats and practice sessions. So so for people who are watching, if you want to, we're going to do some fun races after this. But if you join the Bitcoin Rally channel in the Big Dogs Discord, we actually do kind of like test races every week or every 2 weeks, which is a great way to kind of test new features I add to the game, and you can also earn sats during testing. So I recommend doing that. So here we go. Wow, Total P101 is okay, second, but Depatan is Depatan is actually on the 10th lap. It's gone a lot quicker than I thought. So 11th lap now, and he's first. I think he's got quite a decent lead ahead of Total P101. I think he may have lapped him. Oh yeah. He's 11 and Total P101's on 10, so Depatan has really been practicing. Yeah, it looks like we've only got one more race after this. It looks like Depatan's probably... Well, I don't know, he's only second. We've got 3rd place, so Hamid is 4th place. Got 3rd place now. So, I said this last time, but Hamid he's actually progressed quite a lot. I remember when he first started playing, it was like, he was really struggling. But he's slowly put in the work, and he's consistently around 3rd. I feel like if he had a better computer and a better internet connection, he'd be way up there. But he's one of those people who has to like play over a VPN or something.
It's a good level. I like. There's new graphics on this kind of speed boost as well. I've not seen that before. The flashing. What is that, speed boost?
You haven't seen it for a while then.
No, because I think I don't know if the last Mingox I was on. I don't know if I stayed around for the Bitcoin rally. I was just there for the CS:GO part. I can't remember.
We've actually got an accusation that Depatan might be cheating and using a shortcut.
Well, it's not cheating, is it?
I did actually say for this that, yeah, if you use a shortcut that is not known, that you have to make it public. If it's not public, you're not allowed to use it because the game.
Ah, okay.
So I did tell people that if you do it, you will be disqualified. But it looks okay anyway. I can check the video footage later because the screen's been on him the whole time, so I'll be able to see that. Because sometimes you can accidentally take a shortcut, like if you crash, you might not be.
Yeah.
So, but it looks okay so far.
Yeah, let's keep our eye on him.
Maybe he's
Cheaters never prosper. When are you going to start selling those Mingox hats?
Well, I guess for Bitcoin 2021 we've got 100 subscribers on it. We've even got like Mingox esports jerseys.
Yeah, I've seen those on Twitter. They look wicked.
Here we go, I think Deften's coming in. Final lap. And he came first, but we'll put an asterisk on that. Okay, I'll find out what happened, but anyway, but Total P1's got another lap to do. So yeah, he did have quite a strange advantage, so it may have been accidental. Anyway. But Total P1 was going to go next. Hamid is a lap behind Total P1. So actually people are quite stratified this time. Last time everybody was pretty much on the same lap, but now we've got the lap between everybody. Oh, it looks like people saying it was involuntary. He may have got pushed through the track or something, which is lucky.
That's just good luck, isn't it?
I'll take a look. To be honest, I don't think Devatan would cheat. To be honest, because he's been a good sport throughout.
There's too much on the line to cheat, isn't there? Like,
yeah, but it's like with these games you can get pushed through things. Which is annoying.
It's weird going through all the water of the track. That's quite fun, isn't it?
I need to change that because people said they can't see themselves properly, so I need to make the water more transparent. Yeah. That was actually surprisingly hard to do.
Yeah.
Because if you're inside in a game, 3D models don't have any inside, right? They only have faces.
Yeah.
So when you're inside, like it doesn't look like you're in the water. So you have to like detect when you go through the front face and then add a filter and then detect when you come out, etc.
Okay.
Another fun challenge. Who we've got? We've got Alexander KX8 who's coming in last, but this person was quite lucky because they actually didn't qualify, and they're actually playing for money because they need the money. They look stuck.
Well, don't we all?
Anyway, but they didn't qualify, but somebody actually dropped out, so they've just managed to qualify, but they seem to be stuck. But I guess they become last, that's why there's no point to finish.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyway, well, so I think we actually had a lucky Debutant there who finished first due to luck. He's explained that. But anyway, I'll try and sort that out, and hopefully the other players will understand it wasn't his fault. But anyway, yeah, well done to Debutant, Total P1, and Doc Brown came third. I don't think he's come third so far in this race. So yeah, I'll try and update the new positions for everybody and update the leaderboard shortly. Cool. Anyway.
Who's your money on to win that overall event?
Total P101, maybe?
Yeah. His name always comes up. I mean, God, so that's like sticks in my mind.
Well, he's a good champion, but Debutant is actually, I think, doing a lot better. But this time, we don't know. It could have just been like that, a weird fluke. But yeah, I don't know. Total P101 in previous tournaments, he's had a habit of being second, and then he kind of makes it up in the end and comes first. So I don't know. Anyway, okay. So I'm going to do some fun races in a bit, but let's do another question for Jack while he's here. Okay, what have we got? Okay, here we go. So I made up this question, Jack, so it might be wrong. But outside of Bitcoin, Jack plays guitar in a band, A. B, goes fishing. Or C, plays basketball. So what does Jack do outside of Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is his whole life, of course. Kaze's thinking A. People who know you will know. Empty saying C, you think you're a basketballer.
Yeah, I'm pretty tall. 7 foot tall.
They could all be true, actually, because I know that you do one of these, but you could do all of them.
Yeah, I could do them all. You don't know, do you?
Yeah. Okay. Give 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let me stop it. And Jack, what's the answer?
A, plays guitar in a band.
There we go. 2 people answered too late. Anyway, yeah, so winners are Paze, Frederick, Torriman, Doc Brown, and Raphael Pack. So I was worried actually you might turn up with the guitars on the back. There's some your background, but that's probably, you haven't got it today.
No, I'm like I said, I'm not living in my new house yet, so all my stuff's in storage. Can't play guitar in months.
Really? Okay, you can have rusty fingers. You're going to have to get those calluses back.
Yeah.
So you're actually doing something interesting, or you're trying to do something with Bitcoin and music, right? Do you want to talk about that, or is it oh, hush?
Yeah, kind of not really. Yeah, I'm not really doing anything. I'm kind of. So one thing I've been doing on my Twitch stream is when I get tipped, I send the money. The tipped money goes to the person who has the music in the background, which is quite cool because they're getting like tips every week now because their music's really good. The other thing I want to try and do is a gig, which is like a Bitcoin only gig. So people pay for the tickets in Bitcoin, they buy all the beer in Bitcoin, and they kind of like vote for their favorite songs by scanning stuff when the bands are playing. I think it'd be quite fun to have everyone turn up and buy some Bitcoin to enter, and then spend it like vouchers during the night. So that's something I want to try and do when I move to my new house. I'm going to look into it.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to definitely come along to that. But I guess you have to do it in conjunction with some sort of Bitcoin conference, maybe, because.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe trying to time it with the Advancing Bitcoin conference in London, because last time we went to that, everyone just went to the pub, and it felt like if we had something to do after, there was like an organised thing with some bands and some live music. It could be really cool. And everyone would go, wouldn't they? So.
Yeah, and people should have Bitcoin wallets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. Everybody went to the pub, and it was. I think I remember because I had a friend at the same time who was in London. Like he worked in finance, and he said, "Oh yeah, we had this conference, and we went to a strip bar, and everyone's like doing cocaine now." And he said, "How's your conference?" I said, "Well, we all went to the pub, and everyone's doing crosswords."
Yeah,
so it's a very Bitcoin developer thing to do.
Cocaine and crosswords.
Cool. Yeah, awesome. So I'm just going to start some fun races now. So it's going to be first come first serve. But I'm going to protect the fun races with a password, just so it's not fastest fingers first to join. I'm going to actually put a password, and you'll have to guess what the password is, and I'll give hints.
You can give it to me first.
So Lewitt is asking, when is the final race for the rally? It's not next week. It's going to be the week after, because it's going to be timed for Bitcoin 2021. So I'll confirm the exact dates. I think it's on the second day, which is like the 5th of June, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So Jack might join these games as well. I think he's ready.
So is it Europe server?
Yeah, I haven't made it yet. So I need to think of a password. Normally I do what's the name of the dinosaur in Mario or something, kind of, and that's the password, right? So yeah. I normally do a gaming related one. I'll probably have to show you a little bit of favoritism, Jack, and ping you the answer.
Yeah, please do that.
I want you in there. Okay, so the password will be...
Where are you going to send it to me?
I'll send it to you on Discord.
Discord, okay. Where is it? I haven't got it.
I'm going to send it now.
Okay. Whoa, that's a good password. Right, tell me when to, which region?
I'm still making the game. So it'll be there in a second. I need to choose my car. Choose the ghosty guy. Do the village. Satoshi village. What's my game controller? I've lost my gamepad here.
Oh, I need to get a game controller so that I can play this game properly instead of with my keyboard.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Okay, yeah, so I need to get a hint. Okay, so what's the name of the protagonist?
Wait, I'm not in yet. Let me get. I'll go do it quick as well. If you let me get in with the password, then do the. Yeah.
What is the
Otherwise,
name?
I'm gonna.
Sorry.
I might not get in.
Oh, you're not in yet, but
I need to know this.
I DM'd you the answer.
Yeah, but which region is the server?
Oh, Europe. Always Europe, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry.
All right, I'm not in yet. Let me get in.
No worries. We do have another question to go for Jack, so stay tuned. Don't drop off now. There's a chance to earn some more stats. We'll do that maybe after this fun race.
Okay, I'm in. Yeah. I'm the sneaker.
There you go.
Great one.
Yeah, we're actually, again, I think it's going to be starting actually when the Bitcoin 2021 starts, 4th and the 5th. That's when their Bitcoin giveaway starts in the Aglet game. So this character that Jack showed is actually the founder of an app called Aglet, which is like...
I was about to say, it looks like that guy who runs Aglet.
Yeah, well, as much as I could. Put glasses on him. But yeah, it's basically, it's like Pokemon Go with sneakers. So you have to go around and collect sneakers, but they're going to add some like Bitcoin sneakers. And if you collect like 3 Bitcoin sneakers, you get like I got 20, 30,000 sats or something like that. So it's kind of going to be a little fun Bitcoin treasure hunt. So we'll be announcing that soon. Anyway, I need to tell people what the password, or give a hint for the password. So what's the name of the main character in Final Fantasy VII? The name of the main, well, one of the main characters. I would say he's the protagonist in Final Fantasy VII. If you don't know, you can just Google it. Do you play Final Fantasy VII, Jack?
Oh, I didn't like Final Fantasy VII.
You played it, but you didn't like it. It's like meant to be like the best game ever, apparently, according to Final Fantasy VII.
Is that quite an old one?
It's PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I played it around my friend's house, but I wasn't really into it. I liked FIFA and like Destruction Derby and
different. It's a Japanese game, so it's like if you don't like JRPG style, then maybe. I've never played it because I was gonna play it. Actually, I did speak to the Square Enix CEO once, and he was asking me like, have you played, Final Fantasy? And I said I haven't played it because when I was a kid, we didn't buy PlayStation games. We used to like buy pirated versions. Well, my dad did because it was cheaper. So you get your PlayStation chipped, and he would give you pirated games for Christmas. But the Final Fantasy VII pirated game didn't work, so I ended up playing Metal Gear Solid instead or something.
Oh, well, that's a good one. I like Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, no, that's in my top 3 games.
All time?
Yeah.
What's your top 3 of all time then?
Me? Again, these aren't the best games, but these are just the games that I kind of, part of my gaming journey, right?
Yeah.
But I would say it's Monkey Island, Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
And I don't really have a top 3. I used to play Gran Turismo a lot. Yeah.
That's good. Mine was Mario Kart on the SNES. I liked The Fate of Atlantis. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. It's similar to Monkey Island.
Yeah. So LucasArts kind of point and click.
Yeah. And I really liked. The third one's difficult. I keep going back to Destruction Derby because that was just class.
I remember
it was
that
like a game changer.
Yeah, they had like destructible things that would fall off. That was like really.
Yeah, back in the day, that was just amazing to watch.
No, yeah, so you're quite a fan of like fun racing games, but you never played Gran Turismo. Yeah. Gran Turismo was pretty serious though.
I did like Gran Turismo, but I was crap at it because it was too realistic. So I just would spin off the track. I didn't want to learn how to drive.
Well, we did it. It's like a hobby, like me and my cousins who played together. But we did one race that was 24 hours. You had to play it continuously for 24 hours. You would like take turns, right? Somebody would play for 3 hours, and another someone would play for 3 hours. Then someone would play for 3 hours, and you'd be last place again.
That's crazy.
To unlock a car.
I used to do with my friends at university play FIFA, and we used to do 90-minute match, like full 90 minutes, and whoever lost had to like clean the whole house. We used to set all the chores by whoever lost at FIFA. These epic matches, and it would be like the final scores would be like 21 versus 19 or something. So many goals. I can't remember the racing line.
Governance model right there for a share house.
You know, but that's one thing we used to do. The other thing we used to do was we threw away all of our cutlery. Everyone just had one plate, one knife and fork, and one cup for everyone. And nothing was ever clean. Everything was always dirty. So if you wanted something, you just had to wash one. You had to wash it up. It was a bit weird.
I missed that. The engine noise was too loud, so I couldn't hear you. So I've just turned the sound off.
Fair enough. I was just telling some amazing jokes.
Oh, something about cutlery or cleaning or something.
Yeah, just saying that my university house where we played this FIFA thing, we used to just, we were playing FIFA to whoever lost the FIFA had to clean everything up. But we only had one knife, one fork, one plate each. So it wasn't too bad.
Sure, yeah. I got you.
But we had loads of knives and forks and cutlery, but it just ended up filling the whole kitchen up with all this dirty cutlery. So we threw them all away.
That makes sense, right? Yeah. Military style, you have your tin cup.
Yeah, it was basically that. I'm doing awful.
Well, I'm doing 11th, so I never think yes.
I hate when it makes you small.
It is annoying. I need to add more power up so then I can like distribute them a bit more fun. Yeah. So like, do you play games recently, or you too busy being like a
I've been playing
adults?
Yeah, I've been playing Bitcoin Rally a bit, and I played CS:GO a little bit. I'm just so crap at those sorts of games, shooting games, first person shooters, so I'm trying to practice a little bit. But yeah, I've been playing I play so every weekend I have my tournament with my games. So I played Turbo 84 this weekend and Bitcoin Bounce last weekend, so I'm always playing those. And we've got a new game we're working on, and it's codenamed Genesis.
Oh, can you say
and it's like
about it?
Well, it's just I put it in my Telegram and Discord, just the APK. It's just like we just set up we just did like a flying game. We're just trying out control. Game. Yeah, it's like
mobile game.
Mobile game.
Like Paper Slide or something.
F-Zero. It's like F-Zero crossed with a casual game. But it hasn't got any gameplay yet. It's just the controls. I just wanted to see if people could actually control the shit.
Pretty cool. You also have like a new project out. Is it called Satsi?
Yeah, so I've got a website that you can earn Bitcoin with shopping, cashback on your shopping, and you can also do surveys where you get asked questions like, they show you images of like cereal boxes, and you have to pick your favourite cereal box and weird stuff like that. And the shopping site's got about 700 retailers on it, so it's mainly in Europe and the UK and US. So you can go on there, get cashback in sats when you shop.
Well, that's pretty cool. So, is that like? I don't want to kind of talk too much about how it works under the hood, but is that something like you have to partner with people, or just like some sort of open system for this already?
Yeah, you just have to. You have to create partnerships with the companies that control all of the networks of shops that want to advertise on different websites. So you have to apply to like all the shops. And then they look at your website and they see if they want their shop on there.
Were they okay with Bitcoin, or was that challenging, or do you have people who reject it?
I think, well, so to be honest, I'm working on this project with someone else, and he's taken control of that. I just built the website and put the Bitcoin on it. But from my understanding is, yeah, it is like 50-50 kind of thing. So we have got eBay. We got eBay on there recently.
Oh, nice. I always wonder, like now, like a lot of companies might want to avoid Bitcoin because of the whole climate hysteria.
Yeah, that is going to be an issue.
Yeah,
That's a big issue.
I've noticed that as well. Like some people were like kind of interested in Bitcoin, but like, well, what about the climate stuff? So I have to say, like, well, actually, Lightning is very climate friendly because it's super efficient way of using Bitcoin or something like that. But
yeah, I've done like 22 on-chain transactions to send like 400,000 Lightning transactions in the past 18 months. So it's just crazy that people don't see that side of it. And it's a problem though, the climate thing, because it's such a sticky argument, and the answers that the Bitcoin community give are not like, they're not deflecting it. You can't just say like it incentivized, like Bitcoin incentivizes renewable energy mining, because I've seen people say that, but I've never seen any evidence of it. Like I've never seen a chart of Bitcoin's renewable energy usage going up. It's always just the same estimate every time. There's no research into it, is there?
I guess I think the argument is like, there is obviously in China they do use like coal power stations, but I think they use hydroelectric. But I guess the argument is that like that coal would have been wasted anyway, right? Like nobody built the coal power stations off of Bitcoin, or they didn't increase the production of coal just for Bitcoin. That was just like, we got this leftover stuff, and if you want to bid for it, bid for it kind of thing. But I don't know. I'm sure it is an issue, I suppose. But it's probably, I don't think that's why people are bringing it up. They just don't like Bitcoin, and it's like climate's a bit like it's like a card that people can play, right? Because you can't argue with because if you argue against it, you sound like you hate the planet, which people love the planet and people like nature, right?
Yeah, the problem with the climate argument is it's easy to politicize that, and and it's one of those subjects that no one can be bothered to learn about. They'll just read the headline, and that's their truth, isn't it?
That's true, yeah.
Because it uses so much energy, and you can't deny it. So then, like, all people who see, it's used like bad for the environment, and they see it uses lots of energy, and like you can't disagree with that it does use a lot of energy. So that's all they need to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, but obviously the real world is more nuanced and complex. I need to say the password. So the password is, I'll send it to, I think Jack will know what it is actually if I say it.
Well,
so
wait. I'm stuck though. How do I get out of the screen where I'm cheering?
Enter.
Oh, enter.
Yeah, I need to put a button that shows, don't I, really?
Yeah, that'd be better.
Yeah,
like next or something.
Yeah.
And so I quit, and then I go back to online, and we're going back to fundraise, join game, continue, Europe, fundraise 2. Right, okay, do it. Okay. I'll see if I can get in there.
See if you can guess it. Okay, what's the name of the main character in Metal Gear Solid?
Oh, I don't remember.
His last name. So obviously he has like a thing before his name, but what is his name? So he has like, his name is something, but it's the second something.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Someone's got it. So you can search this. I'll give more hints if people find it hard. It's the name of an animal.
Yeah, right, let me in. I think I'm in. I think I must have misspelled it when I did it last time.
Yeah, people try and type fast to get in there and they misspell it. Everyone's joining now.
So bad that I don't remember. I knew it as soon as I saw it. Like how when you're in the waiting area, space, when you jump, he like floats.
Yeah.
Lumpy Charcoal, good to see you.
Maybe I reduced gravity.
I'm going to beat Lumpy Charcoal in this race. I think I'll beat him in the...
One more question to do. Forgot. While we're waiting for people to join, let's do the next question.
Okay, doke.
Actually, no. Let's do it after this race, and then.
Okay.
Because I think it's almost done, and then we'll end with the question. I've got to walk the dog as well. Okay, so I'm going to say what it is. It's Snake. Snake. Or his full name is Solid Snake. I guess it depends on which Metal Gear Solid game, because it's like the few different snakes. But yeah, it's Snake. I used to cosplay a snake in Japan as well, which is pretty fun because like being like an actual white guy, they really like your cosplay even if it's not that great. Because like the character is white, right? So.
Oh, I just got a tip.
Oh, nice. Yeah, make sure to tip Jack.
Lumpy Cole.
He's
Thanks,
doing this
Lumpy
for free. We don't pay him.
Lumpy Cole. Someone DM'd me actually on Telegram and said that they really like everything I do, and I should put more places where people can tip me. I said I'd do it. No one needs to tip me. I'll do it for the love of it. Maybe I should
We could give that tip
use my Zebedee
to charity. Yeah,
nah,
the
I'd
gamer
rather
tag.
keep it.
The gamer tag. We're working on making that like a bit more animated. So you put it on your stream, but when you tip it, it'll like animate or something, or you'll kind of see something, right? Because at the moment you don't.
Yeah.
There's no interaction.
Yeah, because when I do it on my stream, I just get the push notification appearing on my phone because I have my phone on the stream, like
Yeah.
video of it.
Yeah. No, it's gonna have a thing we'll animate, and then also you can get like data as well. So if someone tips you, you'll know who's tipped you and what they wrote. So that can tie in with the game, right? You know, so
Yeah, that'd be
you can
better.
like, interpret it as well. You know, if somebody tips, it drops a power up or something. Anyway, let's start this because keep people waiting too long and they don't want to hear us. They just want to play and get stats, I think.
Yeah, I wish we'd shut up. What track are we doing?
The Zebedee Speedway.
Okay.
But 5 laps. I increased it.
I haven't done this track before.
Really? I said you like this track.
No, it's the other one I liked.
Oh,
What was the one last
Village.
one? The Village, yeah, the Village is the one I liked. I've only done this one and the Halloween one, I think. And the Rainbow Road.
Well, this one's good. I like this one because it's like it's not too long and it's like. Oh, watch out for the sand, by the way. The sand looks like.
Yeah, I do remember. I have seen the track on the stream before. I do remember some of it. Oh, Mandel Duck.
No.
Oh, no. I think I'm just going to avoid all the speed boosts because I don't know the track, so I can't do the
What are you
corners.
speed boosting into?
Oh, does anyone know who won the Formula One today?
Sorry?
Does anyone know who won the Formula One today?
Oh, I didn't know it was on. I'm gonna say Lewis Hamilton. Seems to
Oh, I think he was like in 7th. Monaco Grand Prix it was today.
Okay.
Last time I looked, it was Max Verstappen was in first. Follow Formula One, Chris?
I used to because my granddad was a massive fan and everything, and also people kept saying, "Are you related to Sterling Moss?" Because my name is Moss, but I'm not. It's getting battered. Well, yeah, it's something I want to follow, but you know, it's just hands off the Bitcoin. But there's like a documentary on Netflix that I think we need to watch.
Yeah, I watched that. It's really good.
Yeah, but like the wife doesn't want to watch it, right? But, which is understandable. The wife doesn't want to watch a docu-series on racing.
What did she
I
like?
I almost met Jensen Button.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was at, it was actually, do you know Bread Wallet, or they're called Bread?
Yeah.
They used to hold parties in the Hyatt Hotel, which is like the 5-star hotel in Tokyo. And Jensen Button was there, and one of the co-founders just used to bump into him in like the coffee machine at the breakfast buffet. And I think I missed him by like a few minutes or something when he went out. But yeah, but you know, I used to go to that hotel quite a lot because of like, I don't know, a lot of crypto people had money and would host parties there and stuff. And it's like you'd always see people. It's like the best hotel in Tokyo. So you'd always see people. I know who that is, but I don't know who they are. But they just look famous and rich. Oh no, I got pushed.
I might have been to it when I went to Tokyo. Is it the one with like a really amazing like Sky Lounge bar at the top or something?
It's quite common. It's in Roppongi. At the top, they actually have a museum right at the top, which I was in the museum during a big earthquake. The whole skyscraper shook, and everyone was like, "Hold the art, hold the art." I was waiting for like a big T-Rex dinosaur bone to fall down, but it's alright.
What's the best Bitcoin conferences to go to in your opinion? Out of all the ones you've ever been to, what are the best, like top 3?
It's hard to say because each one was a bit different. So I like scaling just because it's like you know, if you're like interested in development, like all your heroes are there, right? Like all the big guys are there, and like you can speak to like Peter Waller and stuff, and that's really cool. And you feel smart, even though you don't understand what people are saying. But I like scaling for that. And also, there's not a lot of bullshit, but the food that's scaling is terrible, and they don't have any. So it's a bit, it can feel like a school. But I guess the one I enjoyed the most, I haven't actually been to that many, to be honest. I enjoyed the Lightning Conference, to be honest. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's the only Bitcoin conference I've ever been to. It was amazing. I think it was because it was so small. Oh no, I've been to Advancing Bitcoin as well. That was quite good. That was quite technical, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I liked the pub after, but I wasn't really following some of the technical talk so much. So I was a bit of a noob. Oh, someone done me.
A lot of people like the there's one which is called the Baltic Honey Badger. So I think I went to like 3 conferences in like a month. There's like scaling, then the Baltic Honey Badger, and then it's the Lightning Conference. But the Baltic Honey Badger is one in Latvia.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool because it's like not technical at all. It's just it's a little bit of a circle jerk, like, but it's kind of fun because everybody just gets drunk and eats meat, and Latvia is really, really nice. It's like really beautiful city, but everything's really cheap. But people are polite. It's kind of strange.
So you recommend that one?
I do, and it's also, if you're in the UK, it's really easy to go to.
Yeah.
But I got Giacomo. I accidentally got him searched or something at that conference because I said hi to him at the airport. You're not meant to say hi to people at airport because they think you're in cahoots or something, so they kind of like had to interview him. Why did this man say hi to you?
Weird.
Yeah. Cool. Let's do another question, and then we'll end it there. So we've got the last and final question. Okay, let me start my Twitch bot. Who stole Jack's Litecoin? Who stole Jack's Litecoin? A random hacker via a keylogger. B, a guy called Big Vern. Or C, a thief who stole his laptop. So
I had a lot of Litecoin as well. I think it was like 1,000 or something.
How much is that worth?
1,000 Litecoin.
What's Litecoin worth these days?
I don't know.
Or what's it all-time high at coin market cap? It's funny that like Dogecoin is worth more than Litecoin, I'm guessing. Well, it's more popular, but like it relies completely on Litecoin.
Yeah.
I wonder if Elon knows that. I remember Litecoin used to be like number 2 or 3. Can't find it now. Here it is, 12, not bad. So what was the all-time high? Okay, the all-time high was fairly recently, 381. It had
$381,000 then I've lost.
Yeah, there you go. They've got it. So people are saying we've got A's, we've got a bunch of A's, C's and B's. We still Jack's Litecoin. You can't Google this one. Okay, I get 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, people still writing. Give it a few more seconds and we really got to stop. Stop. Okay, and Jack, the answer is?
B, a guy called Big Vern.
So well done to Lewit, Paze, Hacknishun, Toriman, and Sophia Sachs. Yeah, so okay, B. So, yeah, people might not know the whole story behind Big Vern. Do you want to kind of let our audience know that whole saga?
Yeah, he had a website called cryptsy.com, I think it was .com, and it was like a exchange, a shitcoin exchange, like a super...
Like Poloniex.
Yeah, it was pretty good though. Like they had all the shitcoins you could possibly imagine on there. Any shitcoin existed was on there. I got Quark coin from there, and like Feather coin, I don't know, all this crap. And I just gave up with the shitcoinery, and I left some Litecoin on there. I think it was only worth like $3 at the time or something. So maybe I didn't have 1,000. Maybe I had less than 1,000. Maybe I had 100 or something. And I forgot about it. And then like 3 months later, I tried to log onto the site, and it was down because the guy Big Vern who ran it basically took everyone's shitcoins and went to China. that's rather long and short of it, isn't it? And then, do you know more of what happened? Because I was just too upset to really follow it. That's basically it, isn't it?
I heard about it, but at the time I wasn't really. I was like, I never really traded in shit coins. Well, I did a little bit, but so I never used it. But I had heard about it. Then a lot of people were saying there are other ones like Poloniex and stuff. People were saying, oh, that might be the same thing, you know? Because a lot of these, there's a few websites out there which exchanges where you didn't have to KYC or anything, and it's very easy to use. But people are like, well, people could just run away with the money, right?
Yeah, and they did.
Anyway, so yeah, so one day Litecoin's going to be worth $1 bazillion. It's going to flip Bitcoin, and you'll be gutted.
Yeah, I will be, because I'll lost twice then, won't I? My Bitcoin will be worthless, and also my Litecoin's gone.
Yeah, I think if you haven't lost crypto in this space, you haven't been initiated. So I lost a lot of Bitcoin at the Lightning conference, actually, because I think I've said this before, but I made a game quickly for the Lightning conference, a demo, but because it was for a demo just for like the Lightning conference, I didn't bother to put security on it, because I was just, I'd always be on it and I'd turn it off after the conference. So I left it up, and it was connected to my Lightning node, which had like a lot of Bitcoin on there. And then after the Lightning conference, we always went to the pub and got drunk, and I forgot to take it down. And when I was like during the night, somebody had figured out how to hack the game and just keep drawing all the sats. So
oh no!
My channel was emptied, so it's like it wasn't that much, but I think I lost like $2,000 at the time.
Shit.
So that was like it, that could be.
That's an expensive mistake, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but Well,
it's not the end of the world. It's probably not all of your Bitcoin, I hope, but
that's true.
It's still
it's good that I made the mistake on only $2,000 mistake rather than.
I remember you telling me this story before, and I thought it must be I thought maybe it was like 100 or 200.
It was $2,000, so which anyway. But now anyway, yeah. But
let's not dig back into it. Let's just put that in the history where it belongs.
Cool. Anyway, I'm going to give a final shout out to Tip Jack, because he's been such a sport being on here today. And just so the next race will actually be taking part at Bitcoin 2021, which is on the 4th and 5th of June. So I'll be in touch for the exact time and date, because it might change a little bit. We're still trying to, we and the conference are still trying to confirm the schedule, but I'll be in touch. But yeah, anyway, Jack, it's awesome having you on, and
cool. Thanks very much for having me on, and I had a good time playing with you guys on the Bitcoin Rally. It's one of my favourite Bitcoin games, so I'm glad to have been able to have a bit of a competitive match on there. And also, I cashed out successfully in my sats. And thanks to everyone who's given me a tip.
Yeah, awesome. And I'm sure we'll see Jack again soon. Anyway, so thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye.